Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to be working on some more letters I think this Friday because there's 3 that I can pretty much do in one go, and they're going to be the letters E and of course F and the letter L as well, and they're all going to be very similar. So the first one we're going to start with is the letter E. And for the letter E, we're going to be using the same as for all the other letters as well. We're going to be using a 3mm crochet hook. And of course, it's a good idea to have a pair of scissors and a yarn needle as well, which is a slightly thicker needle. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so we're going to be using the same yarn that we've been using for the other letters, and that's a DK light worsted weight yarn, but of course you can use any yarn you like and any hook size that's suitable for the yarn you're using. So to make the letter E, we're going to first chain 24. So you want to chain 24. So make sure I've got the right hook, 3mm. 1, 2, 3, and 24, so you should have chained 24. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook, and our second stitch we never count the loop that's already on our hook. So there's our first stitch, there's our second stitch, all chain. So we're going to yarn over, go into that second one, and we're going to do a double crochet. That's some US terminology. Okay, then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 5 chains, the next 5, just one by itself. So that's 1 by itself, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you should have 6 double crochet done so far, like so. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to double crochet 5 chains together, or 5 stitches together, and to double crochet 5 together we yarn over and we go into the next stitch, grab the yarn, yarn over and pull through 2 and stop. We yarn over again, then go into the next chain for our second one, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 again and stop. Then our third one, yarn over into our third stitch, pull through, and again yarn over and pull through the first 2, then stop. And fourth, into the next stitch, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. Then the fifth one, yarn over into the last stitch, well the next stitch, yarn over, pull through 2 as before, and we've done 5 now, so you should have 3 loops remaining. Yarn over, pull through 3 loops? 6 loops. Yarn over, pull through all 6 loops, and then that double crochets 5 chains together. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 3. So go into the next stitch and do a double crochet, just one by itself, like so, and 1 double crochet in the next stitch, get that curling out of the way, then 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So you should have done 1 double crochet in the next 3. Okay, so you've done your 5 together, then 1, 2, 3 by themselves. And then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, chain 5, this is the middle of the E. I'm going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook again, so don't count the loop on your hook. There's the first, there's the second. It's going into that second one, we do a double crochet. And then we do 1 double crochet in the remaining 3 chains. Sorry, mental block then. So 1 double crochet in the next chain, 1 double crochet in the next chain, and 1 double crochet in that last chain. When I go through the chains, I just catch that top bit of that top loop there. So you should have worked 4 double crochet for that center piece. Then what we're going to do is we need to do 2 double crochets in this double crochet. This double crochet, the last one, do that 1, 2, 3 after that 5 together. In there we need to put our hook, so yarn over first, and in that last double crochet there we need to just put our hook through the middle of it just as neatly as you can. I know it sounds a bit crazy, but we just need to shove our hook through the middle of that double crochet and do a double crochet like so. We need to do it again, so yarn over, then move slightly over and put your hook through that double crochet as neatly as you can, just through the middle of it, and do another double crochet like so, because what that does is that brings your stitches over to join up with your chains again. And when you've done that, what you want to do is, going back to your main chains here, I want you to count 3 up. So there's our next, that's the one we last worked into, there's our next chain, and then the next chain along, and then the third one along. So 1, 2, 3, put your hook in there and do a slip stitch, and that connects your E, middle bit of your E, to your edge. And then what we want to do is a double crochet in the next chain. So yarn over, and going into the next chain we're going to do a double crochet. But the problem with this double crochet, it's not really connected back over so we can continue straight up. It's a bit sort of got a gap. So when you've done that double crochet, I want you to turn your work like that, and I want you to count 3 stitches in after your slip stitch. So there's your slip stitch that you did there, and there's your double crochet. So when you turn, that's your double crochet, that's your slip stitch, and then you want to count 3 over from there. So 1, 2, 3, and in that third stitch we're just going to do a slip stitch, and then that brings the double crochet we've just done back into the game, as it were. And then what I want you to do is turn your work again, so you're facing in the right direction so you can work in these chains again. And then I want you to do 1 double crochet in the next 2 chains. So find your next chain along and do a double crochet. Then do 1 double crochet in the next one as well. So you've done 1 double crochet in the next 2. And then you should see there, if I pull up, that by doing that slip stitch it just brings that double crochet back so it's straight. Whoops, noisy. Then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook, so don't count the loop there. There's the first, there's the second. Do a double crochet, so yarn over, go into that second stitch, we do a double crochet. Then we do 1 double crochet in the next 5 as well. All your chains basically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one 5. And we're going to do the same thing as we did in the middle here. I want to find that double crochet, the last one we did on the main row. We want to yarn over and put a hook into the middle of that double crochet as neatly as you can again, and do a double crochet. and do another one just slightly over. Just put your hook through as neatly as you can. And then what we want to do is we want to count 3 chains up. We should only have 3 left. There's 1, 2, 3, and the very last one. And put your hook into that last chain and do a slip stitch like so. And there we go, there's our finished E. And obviously you might want to block this so it keeps its shape, or you can use an iron as well. But if I can hold that down, you should be able to see the general shape of the letter E. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to work on the F, and the F is very similar to the E obviously, but we skip those bits there. Okay, so to do the letter F, what we're going to do is we're going to chain 15 this time, so not chaining as many as the letter E. I want to chain 15. So 1, 2, 3, 14 and 15. Okay, and then we're going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook. So there's our first stitch, there's our second. 1 double crochet. And then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 4 stitches, or 4 chains. So go into the next chain, do a double crochet, to the next chain, do a double crochet, so that's 2, three, next chain, and 4 in the next chain. So you should have done 5 double crochets so far. Okay. Then I'm just going to repeat now the middle of what we did for the letter E. So what we're going to do is we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook. So there's our first, there's our second. So 1. I'm going to do 1 double crochet in the remaining 3 chains as well. 1, 2, and 3. So you've done 4 double crochet there. And now we need to do that thing again where we crochet into the middle of our double crochet. So we yarn over and going into that double crochet as neatly as you can. We're going to do a double crochet. And we're going to do the same again, do 1 more. Just go slightly over. Just for the middle of that double crochet as neatly as you can. And do a double crochet. And then what we do is we just count 3 chains up back on our main chain row. So there's 1, 2, 3, and in that third one we're going to do a slip stitch. So that joins our work back on. And then what we need to do is we need to do a double crochet in the next chain. So yarn over, and in the next chain we do a double crochet. And then we need to connect that double crochet over this side. So what we do is we turn, and skipping your double crochet stitch there and your slip stitch, count 3 stitches over. 1, 2, 3. In that third one we do a slip stitch, and then we turn our work again and carry on doing 1 double crochet in the next 2 chains. So go into the next chain and do a double crochet, into the next chain and do a double crochet. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook, and our second stitch is, there's the first, there's the second, we don't count the loop on our hook. Do a double crochet in there, and then we do a double crochet in the remaining 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, and then we got that weird thing where we have to crochet into the double crochet, so yarn over, going into that double crochet on the main bar. We're going to do another double crochet, then moving over slightly we do another one, so we get 2 in there, and then all we need to do is count 3 chains up, and you should only have 3 left. 1, 2, and 3. Put your hook in that last chain and do a slip stitch. Okay, so just pull the yarn up, and that creates our letter F, which is the same as the E but with that bit missing. So there we go, there's our letter F. And now we shall move on to the letter L, which is basically exactly the same as the E, but we skip this bit and this bit. And we just do the beginning of the E and then just crochet straight up. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so to do the letter L, what we do is we chain 24, like we did for the letter E. To begin, let's chain 24. 1, 2, 3, 3, and 24. And then what we do is we do 1 double crochet in our second stitch from hook, so don't count the loop on your hook. There's the first, there's the second. Do a double crochet. Then we're going to do 1 double crochet in the next 5 chains as well. Let's go into the next chain, do a double crochet. So it's 1, the next chain, 2, to the next chain, 3, to the next chain, 4, the next chain, 5. So you've done 6 double crochet so far, same as the beginning of the E. Then we need to double crochet 5 together again. So I say again, it's the same as the E, so if you haven't watched the E, that's what I mean. What we're going to do is we're going to yarn over, going into the next chain, pull the yarn through, then yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. And the second one, yarn over to the next stitch, pull through, then pull through 2 loops, stop. Third one, yarn over into the next chain, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, so you're always pulling through 2, stop. Then the fourth one, yarn over to the next chain, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 and stop. Then the last one, the fifth one, yarn over into the next chain, pull through, then we pull through 2 like before, and you should end up with 6 loops remaining, then yarn over, pull through all 6, and that double crochets 5 stitches together. Then all we do is we just do 1 double crochet in the next chain, and then 1 double crochet in each remaining chain to the end. So just double crochet, 1 double crochet in each stitch along. Just coming up to the last chain. So there you go, so just pull the yarn up and then you will see you've got your letter L. And that's basically the beginning of the E, but we skipped the bit there and the bit there. You got your letter L. So there we go, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I can't show you the F and the E again because I've just undid them to do the L. Okay, so I can quickly show you because I just made them again. So there we go. There's E, F and L, all a very similar structure. So there you go. And they can hopefully, if you've been following along the other ones, you should have by now, you should have A, B and C. And I've also done a video for the letter D and also the letter Y as well. So you should have those letters by now. So I hope you enjoyed that. And like I say, you can block these by just pinning them down into position and wetting them and letting them dry in position. Or you can iron them as well really quickly, and that should stop them bending so much, like you can see with the letter C there. Okay, but I shall see you soon for some more crochet fun. Cheers guys, bye!